Let's go. All right, a day after Michigan basketball gave away a game, Michigan hockey took down number one. That's right, number one, Michigan State in a rivalry game in Yost Ice Arena. Wow, 3-2 in overtime. It was Garrett Shifsky, of all people, who got it by Trey Augustine in this game. Wow, what a game. Thank you to WCBN, because I could not watch this game. Go check out WCBN here on YouTube. They're great students at Michigan that are going into broadcasting, and they do a great job over there. Alex Miller and somebody, I didn't catch the other guy's name, but they did a good job. And Big Ten, shame on the Big Ten for not having, the Big Ten Network not having this game on their regular channel. It will be on there tomorrow night at Michigan State when we play them. So that's good, but both games should be televised, especially this one. It was an amazing game, a defensive effort, a goalkeeping exhibition in this game between Trey Augustine and Logan Stein for Michigan. And both of them had amazing saves, from what I heard from WCBN, and both of them were really good. So let's get into this, how it went. Number 1, MSU versus number 10, Michigan. Michigan State struck first early with a goal by Dorwart. Then Edwards was hurt on a penalty that he committed. He hurt himself, and he did eventually come back into this game. That was a huge concern throughout much of this game for me. Is he going to be back? Is he not? And then I heard his name, and he was back. But he was called for a penalty, which Michigan killed, by the way, to start this game. Minutes later, Michigan State committed a penalty that they also killed. This is in the first period. All right, so halfway through the second period, it was a whole bunch of Michigan State missing shots and Logan Stein saving goals for Michigan throughout this game. Halfway through the second period, Michigan drew another power play, and seconds in, Harkov tied the game up for Michigan. So it was 1-1 at this point, and for Michigan, they got it off a rare face-off win in this game, from what I heard. I knew that once Michigan was going to get, as it was being portrayed to me, it was a defensive battle, and it was 50-50 pucks that Michigan State just kept winning, and they still only had that one goal lead. Well, we got a 50-50 shot, and we tied it up. It was Harkov, and then, let's see, Michigan State was out shooting Michigan all throughout this game. Yes, that is the case. But many were wide of the net, and many were saved by Stein, Michigan's goalkeeper. You could tell that it was a rivalry game because there were a lot of fisticuffs. From what I heard on the broadcast, there were a lot of skirmishes that I guess were quickly broken up, and none of them were penalized, by the way. The refs allowed all of that to happen. Joey Larson in the third period scored the tiebreaker goal for Michigan State to make it 2-1. But with 5 minutes left in the regular session in the third period, TJ Hughes scored for Michigan, and Michigan, I wanted them to, you can't attack Augustine one-on-one. You have to have one-timers, assists from somewhere or another to beat Augustine, who I believe is the best goalie in the nation and arguably probably should be the number one draft pick overall. I know that they get picked before, but there might be a new one coming up. He might want to enter it. So TJ Hughes ties it for Michigan against Augustine, Michigan's ace goalie, for a 2-2 tie. And it was going to overtime. The game went to overtime. In-state rivals. Could Michigan take down number one Michigan State? And you got to have faith. And Shifsky, seconds into overtime, got one by Augustine to win this game 3-2. They won another faceoff when it mattered the most. And Logan Stein finished with like 35 saves for Michigan and outdueled Augustine in this game. Now it goes back to East Lansing and Munn Ice Arena for tomorrow night's game. Can Michigan sweep number one Michigan State? We'll see. I'm not concerned about Michigan winning the Big Ten. I think Michigan State has that wrapped up. I just want to make the playoff, 16-team field playoff in hockey. And this win went a long way in securing one of those positions. A sweep would do wonders for this hockey team. Is Brandon Naurato and this team finally starting to wake up? Logan Stein played out of his mind. Can he continue to do that going forward? We'll see. Man, what a game. Michigan takes down number one Michigan State. I almost forgot about that basketball loss. And then we have the Lions. We can all come together. Michigan and Michigan State can come together because tomorrow night the Lions are playing a home playoff game. They're the number one seed, and they're playing the Commanders, a rookie quarterback. We can all watch on that game and say, go Lions, and one pride. We are one pride at that point. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Great game between these two rivals in hockey. It's going to be another great one tomorrow, I believe. So have a great night, everybody, and go blue, though. Hail to the victors.